Well, you can't change it. You can't fake it. You know, so it's either there or it's not there. But it's like Michelangelo said about the sculpture, it's in the stone. All I have to do is find it. So it sounds obvious and simple. There is this block of marble. It is in there. But finding it is the trick, So, how do you do that? And usually, what I try to do is, if I'm working with musicians that I'm not that familiar with, or that they're the kind of people that have been dealt, and I don't have a lot of choice in who they are, I try to identify really quickly while they're rehearsing and setting up what they do well, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and then the first chance you get is you compliment them on something they do well. And I do it personally. If the drummer did something that I thought was, that fill you did between the second and third choruses, man, that was great. And so that shows him two things. As long as you're not faking it, it shows him two things. One is that and second, you're paying attention, and three, you're appreciative of it. And so it also has a certain flip side to it, which means if you have a problem, then you can go to that person and say, would you mind doing this? And they say, yeah. So the idea is you kind of steer away from their weaknesses, and really go to their strengths. Occasionally you have to replace somebody because your obligation is to the result. It's not necessarily to the musician. I mean, it's commerce, somebody's putting up the money, it has to be right. And I can't let a bad bass player go through the process just because I don't want to hurt his feelings. It's not really fair to him or to the people that are going to buy that record. So you do what you can, but if you can't solve the problem, then you just have to stop it and make a change. That's the trick. That's tough.